RDA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
And past the 30 down to about the 27. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. The Falcons had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Falcons will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Looking to put a drive together.
19 Lions. Ready.
Play action, now it's Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run here with wk2. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You talk about this Falcon defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
18 Rattler.
They go play action. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be he touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the wealth, move the ball around, and they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch or a little flare out in the backfield, but this time they sent him downfield. He's able to make a big play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from it. Incomplete pass.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Come on.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll go play action here with Penance. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as he'll start up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Ready.
Quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Okay, ready?
First down.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Here we go. Set.
First down.
Cook, 60 broadcast. 60.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. This to McLaurin out on the left side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And got his man complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Throw left side taken in by Washington. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Robinson on a give right side. Shreds him with his stiff arm. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Back to Robinson now on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here we go. Here we go. Crap ball 80. Cut 19. Cut 19. 19 right.
Here's Penix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bishop. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Algier will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Cougar 19, Mustang 19, 18, Pioneer.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the Commander's 11-yard line.
To the air, Penix. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That's caught left side by Simmons. And he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Get it? Ready?
Here's Daniels. Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
34-yard line.
Here we go. Panther 60.
Looking to throw, Penix.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
That one deep for London. A rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To the air goes Daniels. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Penix. London making the snag on the comeback route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And the Falcons, first down.
They'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Penix going to hold on to it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Falcons, first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They'll try again now on 2nd and goal, this time from a bit closer. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Robinson, touchdown, Falcons. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull it. There he goes, left side. Inside the 20.
Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit.
And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Drake London,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Who able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Commanders 16.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Rhodes. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And this is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They run here with Downer. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Almost a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 19 Lions, 79 Broncos.
To throw is Daniels.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Just tracking 60.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Rico Dowdle, 41 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Daniels going to try and throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position.
Well, he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
At the 42-yard line.
Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll set up to throw. Now Penix going to hold on to it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Back to throw.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
It's now third down and 1.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
That is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now Daniels.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Now Daniels going to keep it. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. 2nd down and 6 now from the 42.
Viking, 18.
Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just keep stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
Jalen Walker. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards?
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
19 Tiger.
Robinson up the middle. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he's out right at the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's caught downfield. It's Lane. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd down.
A running play. It's Dowdle. Able to slither by. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive going right here.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
this is 2nd and long.
Stop tracking 60. 60, 18, run, 18, run.
They go play action. Daniels.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Daniels looking to throw. And it's taken in by his big tight end. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts,
as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
There's Robinson showing the flash.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intent.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything.